There was a girl named Ava who was always second best. No matter how hard she tried, someone was always ahead of her. It became a quiet pain she carried every day. "First place goes to Lily," the teacher said. Ava sat still, waiting. She already knew what would come next. "Second place? Ava?" The class clapped politely. Ava smiled, but her heart felt heavy again. Lily walked proudly to the front. Everyone looked at her with admiration. Ava looked down at her desk. So close, but not enough, Ava thought. The same words repeated in her mind. It was always the same. Her score was high, very high, but it was not the highest. "Lily is amazing," someone said. Ava heard it clearly. No one mentioned her. Ava stayed silent. She was used to it. Being second meant being invisible. As students walked out, Ava packed her bag slowly. She avoided looking at others. Lily laughed with her friends nearby. Ava watched for a moment, then turned away. She didn't want to compare again. On her way home, Ava walked quietly. Her thoughts were louder than the world around her. "Why am I never first?" she wondered. "I try so hard," she said softly, "but it's never enough." Her chest felt tight. She remembered other moments, competitions, games, tests, always second. "Maybe I'm just not the best," she thought. The idea hurt more than she expected. At home, Ava sat on her bed. Her room was neat and quiet, but her mind was not. She looked at her shelf. Many awards stood there, but none of them were first place. She picked up a medal. "Second place," it said. Ava stared at it for a long time. "What's the point of trying?" she whispered. The question stayed in the air. The room slowly became quiet. Ava closed her eyes. Her thoughts didn't stop. Suddenly, a soft light filled the room. Ava opened her eyes slowly. Something felt different. Ava slowly sat up in her bed. The soft light surrounded her gently. "What is this?" she whispered. The walls around her disappeared. Ava found herself standing in a quiet, glowing space. It felt calm, but unfamiliar. A gentle woman appeared in front of her. "Ava," she said softly, "why do you feel sad?" "I'm always second," Ava said. "No matter how hard I try, I'm never the best." Her voice carried quiet frustration. The woman nodded slowly. "And what does that mean to you?" she asked. Ava looked confused. "It means I'm not good enough," Ava said. "It means someone is always better than me." "Let me show you something," the woman said. She lifted her hand and a vision appeared in front of them. Ava saw a race. Students were running as fast as they could. The finish line was close. One student crossed the line first. Another came right after. The difference was very small. The second runner was breathing heavily. He had tried with all his strength. His effort was clear. The crowd cheered loudly for the winner. The second runner stood quietly to the side. Ava watched carefully. The second runner looked disappointed. "I almost made it," he whispered. Ava felt that pain. "That's how I feel," Ava said softly. Every single time. Her chest felt heavy again. The vision slowly zoomed out. Ava began to see more runners. Many of them were far behind. Some were still running, some were tired, but they were still moving forward. "You only look at the person ahead of you," the woman said. "You forget how far you have come." Ava stayed silent. She had never thought about it that way. Her focus had always been on first place. The vision changed again. Ava saw herself studying late at night, working hard, not giving up. She watched herself trying again and again. Her effort was real. Her growth was real. "I never noticed that," Ava said softly. For the first time, she began to see her journey differently. Ava looked at the vision of herself working hard. Her chest felt tight again. "Then why does it still feel like I'm losing?" she asked. "I try so much," she said, "but every time someone is still better." Her voice began to shake. The woman stayed silent for a moment. She let Ava speak freely. Ava needed to release her feelings. "It feels like I'm invisible," Ava said, "like my effort doesn't matter." Tears filled her eyes. "No one remembers second place," she whispered. "No one sees me." As her emotions grew, the space around her dimmed. The light became softer and weaker. Her pain filled the silence. "I'm tired," Ava said. "Maybe I should just stop trying." The thought felt heavy and real. The vision showed moments of her slowly giving up. Less effort, less hope, less energy. A future version of Ava appeared. She no longer tried. She simply accepted being not enough. "No, that's not who I want to be," Ava said quickly. Her voice carried fear. "Then listen carefully," the woman said. "Your pain is not about being second." Ava looked up. "Then what is it?" she asked. Her voice was softer now. "You believe your value comes from being first," the woman said. "That belief is hurting you." Ava froze for a moment. The words hit deeply. "So, I'm measuring myself the wrong way?" she asked. "Yes," the woman said. "You turned growth into a competition." The space around them began to brighten again. Ava's breathing slowly calmed. "So even if I become first," Ava said slowly, "I will still feel empty?" "If you keep comparing, yes," the woman replied, "because someone will always be ahead of you." Ava closed her eyes for a moment. "Then I don't want to chase that anymore," she said quietly. I still want to grow, she said, but not just to beat others. Her voice became steady. Ava slowly opened her eyes. The soft sunlight filled her room. She sat up, remembering everything clearly. That wasn't just a dream, she whispered. Her heart felt different, lighter, but also stronger. She looked at herself quietly. For once, she didn't think about others. She simply saw herself. I'm still me, she said softly, and that's enough to start. Her voice was calm and steady. She got ready for school as usual, but her thoughts were different now. She wasn't preparing to compete. At school, the noise and energy returned. Ava saw her classmates talking and laughing. The old feeling began to rise again. She's better than me, the thought appeared. Ava paused. She noticed it immediately. It's just a thought, she told herself. I don't need to follow it. She took a quiet breath. Instead of looking at others, Ava looked forward. She focused on what she needed to do today. The class began. Ava sat at her desk. This time, she wasn't thinking about being first. The teacher asked a question. Ava knew the answer. Her heart started beating faster. What if someone answers better? The thought came. Ava paused for a second. Then she remembered the woman's words. I am here to grow, she thought, not to compete. Ava raised her hand slowly. It felt uncomfortable, but she didn't stop. This was her moment. Yes, Ava, the teacher said. Ava took a breath before speaking. She answered clearly. Not perfectly, but confidently enough. Her voice stayed steady. Good answer, the teacher said. Ava felt a small warmth inside. Then Lily added a more complete answer. The class looked impressed again. For a moment, Ava felt the old feeling. But this time, she didn't sink into it. She stayed calm. I still tried, she thought, and I did better than before. A small, real smile appeared on her face. The class continued as usual. Ava sat quietly, but something inside her had changed. She no longer felt invisible. A student next to her leaned over. Your answer was really good, they said. Ava looked surprised. Thank you, Ava said softly. She meant it. She didn't feel the need to compare. She looked at her work again. It wasn't perfect, but it was improving. That mattered more now. After school, Ava walked outside with the others. The air felt fresh and light. She didn't stay behind anymore. Do you want to join us? Someone asked. Ava paused for a moment. The old thought appeared again. What if I'm not as good? But this time, it didn't stop her. I'll join, Ava said. Her voice was simple but confident. She stepped forward without hesitation. They started playing together. Ava wasn't the best, but she was part of the moment. She felt included. She laughed with the others. The sound came naturally. She wasn't thinking about winning anymore. That evening, Ava walked home under the warm sunset. The sky looked wide and peaceful. Her steps felt steady. At home, her parent noticed her calm smile. "You seem different today," they said. "I stopped trying to be first," Ava said. "I started trying to grow instead." Her voice was clear. Her parent smiled warmly. "That is a powerful change," they said. "Now you are truly moving forward." Ava thought quietly. "I still come second sometimes," she said, "but it doesn't hurt the same way anymore." She remembered the glowing space. The woman's words stayed in her heart. They felt real and lasting. "I am not second," Ava said softly. "I am just on my own path." Her eyes looked forward. From that day on, Ava kept growing. She studied, practiced, and improved. Not to beat others, but to become better. The school stayed the same. There were still winners and rankings, but Ava no longer measured herself that way. Ava learned that being second does not mean you are less. It only means you are still growing. Remember, your value is not a position, it is your progress.